What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Hope you all had a great weekend. Getting into this episode of GH, I am just so over this triangle at this present moment of Portia, Curtis, Jordan. I mean, I really don't understand why Portia is asking Curtis these questions. Like, deep down, you know the answer. So why are you asking? Like, do you want confirmation or something? Because she keep asking, like, so if Jordan was honest with you, would you still be with her? You know the answer to that. If you're in a marriage and somebody's brutally honest with you about everything, like they're honest with you all the time, like they don't hold no secrets from you, are you going to stay in that marriage? Of course you would. Because they're honest. They're not keeping nothing from you. You know what I'm saying? Especially important things. So why would that mess up your marriage? So of course. So it's like, why would you be asking him that? You know, Curtis basically was clear with her. He was like, listen, will we have separated? Probably not. No. But we did. I'm not with her no more. I'm with you. I love you. I want to be with you. It's like when you're secure in your relationship, you don't have to, keep being reassured. You know what I'm saying? That you're the person that he wants to be with. He wants to be with you. He don't want Jordan no more. Do I think deep down he still got residual feelings for her? Yes. Because I feel like Jordan definitely still got feelings for him. And there's nothing residual about him. She's always had feelings for Curtis. Like I said before, she's not the one who wanted this divorce. If it was up to her and Curtis would still be married right now. Even though legally they are, but you know what I mean. Like they'd still be living together, doing what married people do. But that's not the case. Because it wasn't really fully up to her. It was up to him. She's not going to hold him hostage in a marriage that he no longer wanted to be in. She tried to fight for it. She tried to go to counseling and stuff. He didn't want to anymore. He didn't want to fight for it. So she was like, all right, cool. I'm going to sign the papers. I'm going to let you go. What irritates me with Curtis is that he always jumps to conclusions with Jordan. And I get it. Part of me get it because she did lie to him before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when somebody lied to you, it makes you doubt everything that they've ever said to you and everything that they ever say from that point forward. It definitely does. It has an impact on you. Because now when you get lied to by a person and they come to you with information or they're telling you something, you start side-eyeing them like, are you lying to me again? You know what I'm saying? It makes you question them. So I totally get why he jumps to those conclusions, but it's a little irritating. It's like, damn, you can't give her the benefit of the doubt once. Like, not even once. Not even a little bit, a smidge. Like, damn, his mind just goes straight there that she lying. Because she wanted to know from him, like, look, are we cool? Like, can we get past this? Can we be friends? And Curtis, at this point, he stopped being passive aggressive with her and he just put all the cards out there. He was like, listen, I want to know from you. Did you deliberately withhold those divorce papers so we would stay married? Like, he just want to know. You know what I mean? Like, but my thing is, if she tells him no, he better leave it alone at that. Because if she looking him dead in his face and saying, no, I did not deliberately do that, what's going to piss me off is if she tells him no and he still looks at her with the side eye. Like, oh, I don't believe you. So if you're not going to believe something, don't ask that person that question. If you're not going to believe any answer that they give you. You know what I'm saying? Just don't, there ain't no point in asking. Sometimes it just ain't no point. And I say sometimes, because sometimes it depends on the situation. But in this situation, if you feel like that person automatically is a liar to you, then don't ask. Don't waste your time. Like I said before, I get where Curtis is coming from in a way, because he felt like when the stuff was going down with Cyrus and all that, he gets that that's a legal thing, but once it bordered on the family stuff, that's where he feels Jordan should have communicated that to him. Like, our family is in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But I also get Jordan point because it's a little murky. It's like, it borders on personal, but it borders on legal as well. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard because it's kind of hard for her to decipher what she can and can't tell him because it's all jumbled up. It's all a part of the legal process. Even though it is personal. So I get it. It's just a hot mess between the two of them. But do I want to see them back together? I don't know. For me, probably not, because that marriage, I just felt like it was like a roommate situation. You know what I'm saying? Every time, Curtis did make effort during that marriage. I give him that. He did. He was like, listen, let's go to dinner. He even tried to bring dinner to her and stuff, and Jordan always flaked on him. So I don't know if I would want to see them together again. Some shit is just going to have to change between them. But Portia, her ass is grass. If Jordan finds out about that DNA and that shit come back, that Trina's his daughter, you better run for high ground. I'm just saying, because it's gonna be a mess. And when that truth come out, it's gonna be a hot mess. So anyway, moving on from that, I am so glad that Liz went to Kevin. I knew that's where she was gonna go. When she told Finn before, "Oh, I know somebody that can help," I knew she was gonna go to Kevin. I'm glad she did. You know, she was explaining the situation to Kevin about the whole memories and stuff like that. And, you know, Kevin did exactly what I figured he would do. Put her under hypnosis. He was like, all right, we're going to put you under hypnosis and, you know, see if we could drag out these memories and connect them and see what we get. You know, so he put her under hypnosis and stuff, and she remembers arguing with the woman at the top of the stairs, and then the next thing she know, the woman was at the bottom of the stairs looking like she was hurt. My guess is Liz probably got into it with a chick that was after Jeff or something like that, or, you know, trying to sleep with him maybe, and Liz, you know, found out about it back then, and she confronted the woman, and she probably gave her a little tug down the stairs. I ain't gonna say she shoved her, but she gave her a little tug. Might have grabbed a little jacket pocket or something, and she might have slipped. You know, that's the official story that we're gonna tell the police just in case. But you know, you gotta get the story straight, Liz. Don't tell the 5-0 that you gonna push that lady. You might still be able to get charged now. I don't know if statute of limitation done ran out, but we don't want to test that. You know what I'm saying? Come up with a story. Say, oh, it was an accident. The lady grabbed me and she, you know, fell back. You know, she slipped on the carpet or something. That's my story, and I'll be sticking with it because I ain't going to prison for something I did 25 plus years ago, 30 years ago. I'm not going to prison for that. Absolutely the fuck not. Next. But I'm glad Kevin there to help her, though, because she really do need to bring these memories out. You know what I mean? I'm ready for them to bring Jeff Weber on, though, Jeff and his wife, because we need some clarity on back in the day. Like, I want to know from Jeff and his wife why they were pretty much shitty parents. I would want an explanation, like why y'all abandoning y'all children. I want to know, like, what's the story behind that. So anyway, moving on from that, this whole criminal investigation right now is heating up. Sonny is adamant that he wants to work with Jordan, like he wants to combine resources with Jordan to figure out who's doing this. Jordan was like, hell no. She said, no. She was like, listen, you already know too much about this case. And she was like, I would appreciate it if you would keep certain facts to yourself about this case. Because he knows that Ava and Brando were both attacked with a hook. And that information has not been disclosed to the media yet. So she was like, keep that to yourself. Because I don't want the general public knowing about that. I don't want the media knowing about that. We want to keep this sealed. You know what I'm saying? The less we get out to the public, the best. And I do agree with Jordan, because you don't want that publicly getting out. Just in case you do get a suspect and stuff like that and you interrogate them, you want them to slip up, and that hook is your key. You know, that's a key piece of evidence that you can use, because that's what you know is the weapon. You know what I'm saying? And you want to slip somebody up in the interrogation room just in case they slip and they say something, you know, you got them. You like, oh, how did you know it was a hook? Now you got them. You know what I'm saying? So that's key information that you want to keep and throw away the key until it's ready. Until you're ready to unlock that thing. I don't see Jordan working with Sonny anyway, because Sonny thinks everything is about him. Because he talking about, well, two of the people that got attacked were, you know, close or members of my family or whatever. Sonny, be that as it may, yes, they got attacked, but I feel like Brando's attack was by circumstance. That was just by circumstance. He just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, so that wasn't a targeted attack. Ava was targeted. I feel like that was targeted. But Brando, I don't think that was targeted. Absolutely not. How was anybody supposed to know Brando was going to come out the back door? Killer wouldn't have known that. Well, I ain't even going to say killer. I'm going to say attempted killer, because he ain't killed nothing yet. Everybody that, you know, he stabbed so far is still breathing. Barely, but breathing. But you know, Sonny, oh, me. I'm like, sir, everything's not about you. We don't know what this is about yet. What the motive is. Some people keep saying Miss Wu was doing this. I don't see Miss Wu doing this. I really don't. I'm being honest. Like, she's a mob boss. Mob boss, they usually order hits. They don't order serial killers or attempted serial killers. You know what I'm saying? And they don't do stuff like this. It's not a MO of a mob boss. Like, if she was targeting Sonny, I'm pretty sure she would go about it in a different way. Don't get me wrong. It could still be a possibility that she was behind this. For me, and I'm just giving my opinion, I don't see her behind it. You know what I'm saying? This don't seem like her style. You know? She has a different style, and this don't seem like it. Like, it seemed like just maybe a nutty-ass person out there that like to hack folks up. Go figure. You know, not everybody has a backstory as to why they kill. They just do. So I don't know. But whoever's doing this, they got a little insane motive, I guess. So yeah, so Brando finally woke up and stuff like that, and Jordan was anxious to talk to him, but she had to wait for Finn to look him over and stuff like that. And once Jordan got into the room, she started asking him questions about what happened. And pretty much, he felt the attack happened so fast, he couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman that did it, because it happened so quick. Like, the person turned around, next thing he know, he got a hook in his stomach. But he did hear a key piece. He did have a key piece of information. He heard something jingling together, like how Sasha's bracelets jingle together and stuff. That's pretty much the sound that he remembers. So that's a very key piece. Key piece of information and key piece of evidence. But it's still not looking good for Brando. At first it looked like he was on the mend, but after he was talking to Jordan and stuff like that, and him and Sasha had a moment alone, I feel bad for Sasha. Because even Sasha told Nina, she was like, if something were to happen to, Brando, she don't know if she could function, because she already lost the child. She's still grieving that, still trying to get over that, and now with this Brando stuff, she don't know how much more she could take. And I can't say I blame her, because this is a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot for one person to handle, but she had to call Gladys and stuff like that, update her. But Brando, they started talking about vacations and stuff. She was like, I want to, go on a vacation with you, a long vacation. And he started coughing. And there was blood spots on his hand and stuff. Next thing you know, he just going crazy. The monitors is going off and stuff like that. Now Brando asked I had a seizure and stuff like that. It's not looking good for Mr. Brando. It's not. At first, all he had was high blood pressure, but he was going to be okay. Now he done had a fucking seizure. I really hope they don't kill off Brando. I actually got used to his character. But before he had the seizure and stuff, Sonny went in to talk to him, because Sonny is adamant that he's going to be a part of this investigation, of course. So, he was talking to him about it, and Brando was telling him what happened and stuff like that. And Sonny was like, I ain't taking no chances. I'm going to have to beef up my security on my family. He said, including Nina. He want her to have security too. And she didn't fight him on it. Because she know, this is serious. Whoever did this is going to do it again. But to whom? And that's what Alexis was figuring. Because her and Gregory were talking and stuff about the attacks. He was telling her about PCU sponsoring some panel for journalists or whatever. And he wanted her to go. And she was like, yeah, cool. I like their little burgeoning relationship. I like it. They starting to get close and stuff, and I like them getting close. Finn, of course, overheard Jordan and Sonny's conversation about the hook, so he told Alexis and Gregory about it. And Alexis was surprised that Christina didn't mention it to her. But my thing is, Christina done been through a lot. It might have just slipped her mind. But at the same time, Alexis realized that the cops obviously didn't want the media to know about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a key piece of information. Of course, they don't want people to know. But Alexis pretty much figured that whoever did this is more than likely they're going to strike again. And they are. But like I said, the question is who? Who the hell is going to be next? I feel like everybody need to be on their P's and Q's and watch their surroundings and stuff like that. Never go anywhere alone, and, just keep an eye out. Even when you go to your car, wherever you at, in a garage or a parking lot, wherever. Keep, even if you go into your driveway, keep an eye open, because that shit is spooky. People go through this in real life. I remember that whole DC sniper nonsense that was going on years ago. It had everybody shook. You know what I'm saying? When you got serial killers and all that type of stuff on the loose, get your ass in your house and lock them doors. And keep you a bat or something, some type of weapon near your bed. I'm just saying. Keep the windows closed. Keep the locks on them. It'd be scary times out here. But I'm interested in to know. I want to know who the hell is doing this. I really do. I want to know who the hell is doing it, because I feel like the list is long of suspects. We got a long list of suspects, and I want to know who doing this shit. It'll be interesting. So Trina and Jocelyn were at the pool because it's the end of summer, last day at the pool and stuff like that. And Dex pulls up. He takes his shirt off and stuff like that, and his dog tags start jingling. And it was making the same jingle that Brando heard. I feel like, because you know what? I didn't know that Dex, the actor who plays Dex, was on contract with GH. I had no idea. So if he's under a contract, it kind of makes it difficult for him to be the killer. Because I'm like, why put him on contract if you plan on making him a serial killer or something, or attempted killer? But I feel like he's a red herring at this point. If he's on contract, he got to be a red herring. Um, him and Jocelyn was talking about it and stuff like that, and he was like, he didn't see anybody when he walked out the back door, into the alley. He didn't see anybody. Some creepy ass dude was watching Jocelyn and Trina, and Jocelyn peeped it. Like she was on her P's and Q's, and I like it. She noticed that somebody was watching her. So, Dex discreetly got rid of the guy or whatever, and come to find out it's one of Sonny guards or whatever that was watching, because Dex told him. He was like, dude, you're supposed to be discreet. Like, she's not supposed to know that you're here. And you all sitting there intently watching her with some shades on. Like, there was nothing subtle about it. So, Dex called Sonny or whatever to let him know about his guy. He was like, he wasn't subtle. He got made. Even though Jocelyn don't know that the guy is working for Sonny, but still, it's like, Sonny need to get better people. So Dex was like, I'm going to watch over her or whatever until, you find another guard. Sonny need to properly train his people. I'm just saying. That was a horrible detail job that he did. She's not supposed to know you're there, bro. You're supposed to be incognito. Like, she's not supposed to know you're there. So, Dex was asking Sonny about Brando and stuff. And, Sonny was like, oh, he woke up. He's on the mend and stuff. Dex had this look on his face like he was emotionless. Like he didn't have no emotion of it, about Brando being up, awake. But I do feel like it's a red herring at this point. But Dex, like, I be looking at him with the side eye a little bit because it's these facial expressions and his eyes. It just looked like he's an undercover psycho. Like he could play that part. Not saying he is, but he just got that vibe like he could pull it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, the handsome dude next door, but he got that psycho tendency. He could pull that shit off. I'm just saying. So anyway, this was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought about it. And I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.